You know, I was thinking. Finish that. You know, I like it whenever people say shit like, if I was president of the United States, and then they'd say something completely random and insane that they would do if they were president of the United States. You know, like the president has that much power or something. This one friend of mine was like, you know, if I was president of the United States, the first thing I would do day one is I would declare Oklahoma is no longer a state because Oklahoma sucks. And, I'm not going to disagree with that or anything, but, this guy was saying that was from Kansas, you know. Not much in Kansas to do, I don't believe. Been to Kansas, not a whole lot to do. People say the same thing about Oklahoma. At least we got Oklahoma City and Tulsa. What does Kansas have? Wichita. Never been. But anyway, he said something like, "Oh, I would declare Oklahoma to not be a state." If you think about it, like the president doesn't have that much power, I don't think. I mean, you think Obama could come out like the next fucking day, like tomorrow, he would come out and give a speech? My fellow Americans, today I would declare that New Jersey is no longer a state. He gets shot right in the head right then and there, you know? He wouldn't be making promises like that. I took this test one time. It was like an aptitude test they give you for like if you figure out what the best career for you would be. And the career that I ended up getting, the test saying was the best career for me was a writer, like a creative writer, you know. And I was like, oh, wonderful. So I'm going to be unemployed for the rest of my life. Good. I'm glad I took this test. But it said the worst thing I would be at would be a mechanic, you know. And I was like, well, man, they just shattered my dream. They don't even know, man. They don't know how many times I've laid awake at night, staring at the ceiling, hallucinating about my future as an auto mechanic. You know, working in a shop with a greasy, dank, sweaty, smelly auto shop underneath a 69 Chevrolet, just ratcheting all day long, listening to Whitesnake on the dusty boombox and, you know, just using a ratchet all day. This is the life for me. Here I go again on my own, going down the only road I've never... Oh, what was that, Bob? Oh, yeah, I'm working. I'm ratcheting. I'm also singing along with this Whitesnake 8-track here. Now, I'm not trying to, say anything bad about the auto mechanic thing. You know, I mean, I'm sure it's a very, rewarding career and everything, you know. But, anyways. But I just figured, I was thinking about the other day, like why I was watching something about somebody was stalking this movie star, you know, just following them around and shit, and spying on them and whatnot, and doing weird shit. Like, now I kind of figured out why I've never stalked a movie star. It's not because I got anything against it or anything like that. It's not like, oh, that's unethical and immoral, and I could go to prison. And now the main reason is just because I don't have time. You know what I mean? I got shit to do. I mean, don't you have shit to do? You don't have time to be following around somebody in a car and then parking right by their house under a shady oak tree, watching them in their most intimate moments of their, I got a dump to take. This is kind of got to finish that Jim Thompson novel I've been reading for the past 3 weeks. I got to, I mean, there's some times that I would think, oh yeah, I would love to see what this person does behind closed doors. I'd love to follow them in a car very discreetly, as they drive down Ventura Boulevard or whatever, and turn into their house, and I'd love to just hide under a shady oak tree and watch them through their window and take pictures of them with a long lens camera and shit, and send that shit to National Geographic or whoever does that, and then wait for their lover to stop by so that I can attack them, and then then I'd have to find somewhere to take their person, take the lover of the movie star. I'd have to find some shack to take them in, and I'd have to very precisely use a very precise like scalpel type object and just remove the face of the person, so that I could make a mask out of their face and head, so that whenever whenever whoever sees me, they're like, "Oh my God, it's you, my, whatever lover friend. Give me a hug," and then I, say, "Oh, I hugged Nicole Kidman." But I wouldn't do that because I'd be like, that'd be kind of cool to do, but I got PTA meeting to go to. I don't really have time to be stalking anybody. You know what I mean? I don't want to stalk Nicole Kidman. I got shit to do. I got some trash to pick up on the side of the freeway. That's another thing. Like shaving is another thing. People are like, "Oh, you need to shave." I'm like, "Well, I don't have time." Between like doing videos on the internet, playing piano, and selling bootleg Ween albums on the street, it's a very small type of, it's a very small time in my day I'd have for shaving, maybe 10 seconds. Can't get a lot of shaving done in 10 seconds. But, whatever. That's why I've never done anything, like really bad to get myself into prison. It's not because I don't want to, I'd love to kill people sometimes, But, there's some people are like, yeah, I think they should be dead. I think I should take a gun and blow their brains out. But, I don't have a gun and I don't want to. It's not that I don't want to kill somebody, it's just I don't have time, It's like, I gotta read that issue of Spin magazine I've been putting off for the past 5 months. I gotta see what happened back in November of '09. And afterward, I gotta go climb a tree down at the nature preserves, watch some sparrows fly around. Maybe create a song while I'm up there in the trees. Oh, sparrows, sparrows, oh. It'll go something like this. Sparrows, bluebirds are flying, and the blackbird barrows. And he plays, the piano and the triangle and the accordion on the side of the freeway. Sitting in a chair under a shady oak tree, waiting for that celebrity to come out of the house so I can take photos of them playing trombone with a dwarf. I'm waiting waiting so long. I've been waiting so long. Say hi to my cat Callie. Hey Callie, say hi to everybody. Look. Wave bye. She says bye. Thank you very much. Callie provided some of the piano for tonight.